Get your body moving. Here we go. Woo! Welcome everyone. Say hi in the chat. We are broadcasting live today on this incredible topic, overcoming perfectionism. Let's all take a deep breath. Matt, we can bring those up. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Charles. Marina. Good to see you. Oh my goodness. Wow, I am so excited to be here with you. Tell me in the chat, why was it important for you to be here today? Why are you showing up for this topic? What drew you here? Shelby, I struggle with this. Yes. Who else? Hi, Elizabeth in Texas. Catherine, Cape Town. Karen says, because I'm having a hard time getting started. Pam, I want to get some tips to help my clients with this. Wonderful. You are definitely going to learn some things. Lori, beat myself up too much for sure. Gino, I need this nectar. Yes, I love that. Woo! Charles, time to get into action. Lakeitha, I'm a perfectionist. If it's not perfect, I won't do it. Margaret, I need to reconnect. Wonderful. Okay, wow, these are just, keep them coming in. I love this so much. Lauren, hi from Louisiana. Can't wait to recommit. My schedule's been overwhelming and I need to plug back in. Fantastic, you're in the right place. Karen, selling myself is my blockage. Woo! Well, welcome to Overcoming Perfectionism, how to get out of your own way and make real progress on your dreams. This is part of a two-part series that we're offering. Part one is Overcoming Perfectionism. That's what we're here and doing today. And part two is going to be a grad power hour where 3 of our incredible grads share their secrets for overcoming perfectionism, procrastination, comparisonitis, the impatience, wanting to be at the top of the mountain without climbing it, feeling like we should be farther along than we really are. So they're going to come and talk to you next week on Tuesday, December 6th. And it will be the, if you registered for today, then you'll be auto-registered for the one next week. Now, why are we doing this two-part series? Because many of you missed HCI Live. Let me know in the chat. Put HCI Live if you were there. Put no in the chat if you were not there. Okay. So a lot of you missed it. Now, for those of you who said no, did you hear about it? Did you hear the love pour? Give me a yes if you did hear some of the love pouring out from after and wished you could have attended, but couldn't. And now you're hearing so much positivity in your cohorts or your classmates. Wish I could have attended. Yes. I heard a little bit about it. Leanne says it was amazing. So many of you missed it, and it was such an incredible experience. I shared some profound teachings at this HCI Live that I have never shared before outside of our graduate level programs. So many students wrote in that this particular teaching that I'm going to be sharing with you today on perfectionism, procrastination, impatience, and the feeling that we have to prove ourselves was healing. So I wanted to offer it to the larger HCI community, even though you weren't at HCI Live. So today, like I said, we'll have part one, and then next week on Tuesday at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern, I'll host part two with 3 graduates. They're going to be sharing not only what their biggest breakthroughs were in overcoming procrastination and perfectionism and getting started. We'll also get specific about some of the biggest mistakes that they wish someone had warned them about. And of course, I'm going to grill them on how they're finding clients, making money, and balancing work and life under challenging circumstances. They each have a unique breakthrough story. So let me know in the chat if you are going to be there Tuesday at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern. Who will be there? Say me in the chat. You're there? Yes. Armando, Tammy, Sonia, excellent. Good. So make sure that that's in your calendar. Now, who is this two-part series for? It's for you if you're curious about your own subconscious blind spots, those hidden reasons why you still get in your own way. Let me know if that resonates for you. This series is for you if you feel stuck in student mode and want to take your coaching to the next level. It's for you if you want to believe in yourself and what you have to offer. And it's for you if you want to get paid to do deep work with clients. I'm going to be teaching you some of my deepest coaching frames taken from our transformational coaching method. That's TCM. And TCM, you'll hear me refer to that a few times, but TCM is part of our Coach Mastery program. Who's heard of Coach Mastery? Put Mastery in the chat if you've heard of Coach Mastery. Some of you are still in Become a Health and Life Coach, but Coach Mastery is your next level coach training after Become a Health and Life Coach. Hopefully you've already experienced personal transformation in BHLC. Now is your chance to learn how to take you and your clients even deeper. Now, for those of you who want to do deeper mentorship with me and Carrie, I'll be sharing more about the Coach Mastery journey a little later. But let's get to this workshop. Who here is an introvert? Put I in the chat if you're an introvert. Who here is an extrovert? Put E in the chat if you're an extrovert. Who here is highly sensitive? Give me an HS in the chat if you are highly sensitive. And who here considers themselves an empath? Put E in the chat. Teresa says extrovert empath. Way to know that about yourself. And who here consider themselves highly intuitive? Put hi in the chat if you are highly intuitive. Yes. Okay, and now, who here struggles with procrastination and perfectionism? Give me a PP in the chat. PP. This is really important to know because it's exactly these types that struggle with procrastination and perfectionism. So I want to make an important distinction. Now, you might want to have a pen and paper handy. There's a difference between average procrastination and perfectionism and chronic procrastination and perfectionism. Average versus chronic procrastination and perfectionism. Average happens occasionally. It can be conquered with an easy fix, like changing your schedule or your structure or getting an accountability buddy. It doesn't totally paralyze you. It's that little bit of inertia. We don't want to do it, but we can give ourselves that little push and get through it. In contrast, chronic procrastination and perfectionism is not like that. We often mistake chronic with average. Chronic procrastination comes with a deep sense of shame or guilt. It damages the coach's self-esteem. It can paralyze and block a coach's progress for months or even years. Now, how many of you experience any of the following symptoms when you go to coach or work on your business or put yourself out there in some way? Agitated, panicky, fearful, shut down, blank, tired, distracted, can't seem to focus, brain fog, I just can't think. Yes. Many coaches who struggle with chronic procrastination and perfectionism think it's their fault. Carrie and I have trained over 30,000 coaches in the last 12, 13 years. The themes are the same. I'm not doing enough. I'm not good enough. I don't get it. I already feel like a failure. People also tend to think there's no hope for me. How am I ever going to be a coach when I can't even get myself to follow through on putting myself out there or just even showing up for skills labs? When coaches feel this sense of chronic procrastination, they tend to think that something is wrong with them. They see it as a flaw, an affliction that can't be fixed. So I have news for you. This is a part of us that is calling out for healing. Not fixing, but healing. It's just a part of us in pain, and it's crying out for healing. So here's what I want you to do. Close your eyes. There's nothing to see on the slide, just for a moment. Close your eyes and think about your procrastination or perfectionism. You go to work on your website, but you can't. Or you start putting together a promotion for your coaching program and you get paralyzed or nitpicky. Or you try to narrow your niche and you just get stuck. So think about your pattern of perfectionism or procrastination. And what does that feel like? I want you to take 20 seconds and just ponder that for a moment. Put it in the chat when you've got something. What does your pattern feel like when you imagine yourself going to work on your coaching business or maybe even book a skills lab and you feel that cringe, that pullback, that contraction? Not in my chest, Rosa. Heavy, Lorraine. Lori, frustrating. Sue, burden. Danielle, I give up. Julia, paralyzed. Jessica, scary. Lisa, unachievable. Esther, I'm scared to fail. Emily, afraid of judgment. Lisa, it feels like draining shame. Yeah. This is important. It's actually normal. We think that other people don't experience this, but we all do. Chronic procrastination and perfectionism is not your fault. Write that down. This is not my fault. This is important because there's a belief playing in your subconscious mind that says you have to fix this. There's something wrong with you. You're doing this coaching thing wrong. Chronic procrastination and perfectionism started when you were very young. As an empath, or highly sensitive person, or intuitive, you grew up picking up on everyone else's energy. Some people are born with an empathic temperament. They have a natural sensitivity. Others are nurtured by supportive parents who honor their gifts. And then there's a third category. Empaths who didn't learn to defend against stress in the same way others do. Okay, third category. Empaths who didn't learn to defend against stress in the same way others do. Dr. Judith Orloff calls this empathic family trauma. Empathic family trauma. And this is a specific type of empathy that was developed as a coping mechanism. Okay, I'm gonna go slow here because this is really rich. Okay, we picked up and absorbed the negative energy of people around us as a way to stay safe. I'll say that again. We picked up and absorbed the negative energy of people around us as a way to stay safe. As an empath, you were likely very aware of who was not okay and often masked your own feelings, desires, and needs in order to survive. I want you to really feel that. The book, Leslie, is The Empath Survival Guide, Judith Orloff. Okay? But I want you to hear what I'm saying. So write that book down. But now I want you to bring your attention back here because I really want you to feel this. As an empath, you were likely very aware of who was not okay and often masked your own feelings, desires, and needs in order to survive. Because many of us have done that for so long, it feels normal. Let me know in the chat. You probably had to anticipate and meet others' needs ahead of your own. What kind of mood is dad in? And is mom okay? What does mom need? What's the emotional temperature of the room I just walked into, and how can I adapt to manage or fix that instantly? So empaths adopt a few strategies to survive. We make ourselves small, invisible. We pretend we're fine when we're not. We suppress our emotion, withhold parts of ourselves. Any creative expression where we say, this is who I am, this is what's inside me, we learn that that was a big no-no. We don't take action so that we can avoid feeling others' disapproval. We deny our needs and wants because, darn it, we don't want to burden anyone with wanting anything. Who here grew up with the belief that it's better to give than receive? Lori did, Julia, Julianne, Gino, Teresa, Zipporah, Chavis, Cindy, yes. Shout out some of the beliefs you were given about receiving. What were you taught about receiving? Give, not receive, Deborah, yes. It's selfish, it's better to give. Almost everything we are going to learn about being ourselves, being human, and life is in our place in our physiology and neurology, usually before we're 5 years old. In our advanced coach training, the transformational coaching method, you'll discover a lot about your patterns and personality. Who loves learning about your patterns? It's fun. Esther does. Scott. So let's look at a particular set of patterns from the transformational coaching method. They're called the 5 human birthrights. The birthright to exist, to be here. The birthright to need, to want, to desire, to have a voice. The birthright to be separate, in other words, to be myself and still belong. The birthright to take action, to make mistakes and learn. Birthright to love and be loved. Okay. Now we call them birthrights because these rights are presupposed from before you were conceived. These are rights that can't be given or taken away. They just are. They come with the package of being human. The tricky part is that as humans, when we are born, we arrive and then we pretty immediately look for confirmation of our birthrights. That confirmation comes primarily from mom and then from mom and dad. If a child doesn't get that confirmation, they may develop an impairment in that birthright, meaning that birthright is low functioning, which makes it more difficult to face certain challenges like daring to be seen and heard or yesing your heart's deepest desires. Let me know in the chat if this is resonating with you. Now, everyone here comes from a place where those rights were adequately confirmed. Yay, good news. And everyone in this webinar here has some impaired confirmation. Okay? So we all come from a place where these were adequately confirmed, and everyone also has some impaired or low functioning confirmation of the 5 human birthrights. So let's look at these birthrights, and we're going to focus on the second one, Because this is the one where coaches struggle to truly own their own deepest desires and their deepest gifts. So let's take a look at that second one, an impaired right to need or want. Okay? It sounds like I don't or I can't need anything. What I want is not important. Other people having what they need is more important than me having what I need. I don't deserve it. I have to do it all by myself. I can't rely on anyone else. It's all on my shoulders. Now, someone with an impaired right to need or take also has an impaired right to give. Okay, this is huge. They so want to give, but they run out of reserves really fast when they give because they don't take. Yes, when is it my turn, Deborah? Fantastic. Well said. So let's repeat this one because this one was an epiphany for me, for sure. Someone with an impaired right to need or take also has an impaired right to give. They so want to give, but they run out of reserves really fast when they give because they don't take. Who sees using this with a client? A client who has difficulty putting themselves first. Yes? For those of you who came because you wanted to learn something to take clients deeper. Definitely you. Yes. So the characteristics are the burnout healer, the overgiver, unable to receive, losing yourself in relationship, always putting yourself last, not giving yourself permission to recharge in ways that feel best for you, feeling guilty for investing in yourself, needing to prove your worth. Julianne says yes to all. At some time in adulthood, we empaths can hit a point where we desperately need to self-express. We're like a little pressure cooker. Now, you may be hitting this point, and maybe it looks messy because we're no longer who we used to be, but we're not quite the new version of ourselves either. Does that make sense? Yes, Florianne, you and your clients. That's you. It's the in between the trapeze bars place. We've let go. We're kind of like letting go of what doesn't fit, the old skin. Do you know that if a snake doesn't shed its skin, it dies? And when we're in that in between place, it can feel painful to shed the old skin. Now, this is not something to be fixed. It's something to be healed. In our bodies, it's our minds, it's our hearts. So, how do we heal this pattern? You start by yesing your heart's desires. You start getting in touch with the truth of what you really, really want. And one of the questions that I like asking myself to get to the heart of my truth and recognize that the truth is for you. You don't have to go blow up your life when you get in touch with the truth. It's about getting to know yourself. So one of the questions I like to kind of get to my deep core truth without putting everyone else's needs first is, what do I really, really want if I wasn't afraid of the consequences? What do I really want if I wasn't afraid of the consequences? So how else do we heal this pattern? We can ask the question, and then we have to sit with this. We must stop waiting for someone else to give us permission, to validate us, to tell us that we're ready to go forward. We have to claim our own needs and wants. Here's something I know to be true. You are not responsible for the crap that's happened to you, but you are responsible for what happens next. Whatever it was that was done to you in the past, it's not your fault. You survived it. You did what you had to do to cope. Now it's time to take control of what happens next. Change begins with a decision. It's time to heal, to be happy and to create the life that you truly, truly want. You are stronger and wiser because of your past. And what you need right now, more than anything, is to learn how to empower, love, and support yourself as you do the work every day to heal and to grow and to create a future that makes you happy and fulfilled. So who's ready to be more of a yes to the best things life has to offer? To take this one precious life and live it up? Okay, so this is about becoming the decision maker of your life, where you stop waiting for someone else to give you permission and start taking ownership of your heart's deepest desire. Reconciling these types of inner conflicts, we can spell them out. I don't care. I don't need anything. What I want is not important. Other people having what they need is more important than me. I don't deserve it. I have to do it all by myself. I can't rely on any. Reconciling these low functioning rights to need or want or to love and be loved. This is the heart of our advanced coach training, the transformational coaching method, or TCM. Who's familiar with TCM? Anyone familiar with it? Some of you are. Okay. TCM stands for the Transformational Coaching Method. TCM is a component of our Coach Mastery training, which is for BHLC students and grads who want to do deeper mentorship and deeper coach training with us. We tried to squeeze as much as we could in BHLC, but there is another body of work that has come forward. So let's give some context of where BHLC and Coach Mastery interact. Write this formula down. PIBTFAR. PIBTFAR. And this stands for programming, identity, beliefs, thoughts, feelings, actions or habits, which create your results. In BHLC, you're learning how to create change in beliefs. So a client's thoughts, feelings, actions, or habits and results can change. Becoming a master of habit change means learning belief change. In transformational coaching, which is the next step in your coaching skill set after become a health and life coach, should you want to take a next step, you're going to learn how to create change even further upstream and go to the source so we can recognize the root of patterns. The secret to transformational coaching is identifying a client's patterns. Now, what's the source of identifying patterns? It's your programming. Yes? When you can facilitate a change in a client's programming, these early childhood beliefs and decisions that were imprinted, you're transforming identity. So when you facilitate a change in a client's program, you're changing identity. Changing at the level of programming is transforming yourself from the inside out. It's more than transforming what you do or how you behave. It's a full transformation of who you are. This is the heart of the mastery level coach training. It is the deepest transformational work I know, especially when done in community. So I'm curious, would you be interested in learning about the amazing experience that we've designed for you to do deeper mentorship with us, to elevate your coaching skills and make real progress on your dreams? So would it be okay with you if I share a little bit about Coach Mastery? We have some updates to it, some revisions to it, and I think you're going to like this invitation. Thank you. It is our intention that every training you take with Health Coach Institute is profoundly transformative and creates amazing results for you. And often, students want to continue to do deeper mentorship with us and with this community. There are a few different groups here. Let me know which one of these fits you. Some of you are graduating BHLC and are looking for more mentorship and accountability. So maybe you're in pillar 3 or 4. Let me know in the chat if you're pillar 3 or 4. Some of you are still in the middle or maybe even beginning of BHLC, but you're starting to think about what kind of support you might want next. So give me pillar 1 or 2 in the chat if you're pillar 1 or 2. And some of you have just started Become a Health and Life Coach, but you know this is your home and you already know you want to go in for every educational opportunity you can have at HCI. And some of you, of course, have already graduated. Yes, June 2020, Anna! Hi! Hi, Samuel! Hi, Jessica. So what's next after Become a Health and Life Coach? What's next is Coach Mastery. What is Coach Mastery? It's a 12-month epic advanced coach training and business mentoring that builds on all the incredible work you've done in the Become a Health and Life Coach program. This is a unique mentorship experience with Carrie and myself designed to help you free up those unexpressed parts of yourself while touching more lives, making the right-sized impact, and earning more money at your pace. I want to say that part again because the right-size impact, and what I mean by that is that you don't have to build an empire. There is this idea in business that you should always be growing or you're dying. I don't agree with that. You can have a cute little boutique coaching business with 5 to 10 clients a month, earn $50,000 a year, or maybe even some of you want to earn less. That is totally okay. $25,000 a year just to add to the family finances. Some people work with 5 to 10 clients a year. Anna wants 5 to 10 clients a month. Yeah. And I also want to say earning more money at your pace. Again, it's recognizing what is the life that we truly want to live in our heart of hearts and building a business that supports that. So it's a business that supports our values, not something that we do a whole lot of self-sacrifice for in order to get a paycheck so that we can buy our life back later. Okay? So Coach Mastery is composed of 2 experiences, TCM and BA. TCM stands for Transformational Coaching Method, and Business Accelerator BA stands for Business Accelerator. The Transformational Coaching Method is the belief-changing, identity-shifting, advanced transformational coaching certification based in neuro-linguistic programming, NLP, which is the study of human excellence. What you learned today comes from some of the roots of neuro-linguistic programming. NLP is the jam. Yes, Anna. And Business Accelerator gives you the strategies, tools, and private business mentoring to help you design and launch a money-making practice. So let's go deeper into each one of these experiences. In Mastery, you will become a wizard of transformation at the belief and identity level. You'll also receive Master Transformational Coaching Method Certificate and Seal. So what's included? The TCM program includes a 9-month TCM Master Coach Certification training with me. Okay, 9 months of doing what we did today. So if that's a topic that you feel like you could talk about for months or years or hours, then I would love to have the chance to spend the next 9 months learning about how these patterns show up and how to heal. It includes 24 NLP-based coaching sequences and experiential exercises to lead clients through belief and identity change. It includes skills labs that will guide you to deepen your intuition as a coach. It includes live coaching demo lounges and deconstructions with myself and Carrie. One of us does the coaching, the TCM coaching, and the other does the deconstruction, so you can see in real time what's happening in our minds. This shortcuts your learning curve by many, many, many years. And this is something new. Twice a month, we have TCM time office hours to ask questions, get feedback, and deepen your understanding of the work. Now, you know from your experience and Become a Health and Life Coach that as you learn coaching skills, parts of you that have needed to heal get to finally heal. a few months ago, incredible celebration. We did a celebration like completion call with one of our Coach Mastery graduating classes. Now that they had been through Mastery, I wanted to know, what did they personally get out of a year of doing this type of advanced work? One person said, my year of mastery was the year I learned to master my emotions, majorly life changing, and turn the pain of my past into my greatest gifts. It'll also become your content. My year of Coach Mastery gave my marriage a makeover. Transformational coaching taught me how to understand and connect with my husband again. My year of Coach Mastery was the year I learned to set clear boundaries and speak my needs without apologizing or worrying about the outcome. It was the most important education I've ever received. Absolutely life-changing. Who imagines that setting clear boundaries and speaking your needs without apologizing or worrying about the outcome would be life-changing? Absolutely. Life-changing in my life too, especially with a family member who's a narcissist. Yes, very helpful. My year of mastery was the year I stopped lying to myself about who I am and what I wanted. I am without a doubt a better person and a better coach as a result of the deep inner work. And finally, this from Coach Mastery grad Shanda: the more I do this work, the more I realize the inner work isn't separate from business work. It's all one and the same. Nothing exists without the internal shift. Let me know in the chat, because I used to think the inner work was kind of like fluff. Yeah, let's get on with it. Does anyone have that feeling? Like, stop talking about the mindset. Stop talking about the inner game. It's just annoying. Okay, good. We have people here who love inner work. But I finally got it. It's like, it's really true that nothing exists without the internal shift. And we think that we're not being productive sometimes when we're doing the internal, but actually it really is all one and the same. Ongoing inner work is essential to getting outer results. And inner work is really hard to do on your own. We need coaches to help us identify our patterns so we can break through our blocks and limiting beliefs. Who here feels like they have some patterns that need healing? Give me a yes in the chat. Who has some patterns that need healing? Yeah, absolutely. So let's look at the second component of Coach Mastery, Business Accelerator. Business Accelerator is about helping you build your business faster and easier rather than trying to guess what works. Who's done Pillar 4? In Pillar 4 of Become a Health and Life Coach, you have everything you need to start your business. Where students struggle is motivation and implementation. Partly what demotivates us is that we're blocked by fear and insecurity. Who am I to dare to be seen and heard? Or people will judge me. I don't want that negative criticism. And implementation. There's 800 million things that I could be doing and I'm scattered. I don't know how to get focused. There are so many ways to grow a coaching business that it can feel overwhelming. It's like this neurosis. Should I start a blog or a vlog? How do I launch programs? How do I connect with referral partners? What am I even offering? Do I know anything? What do I put on my website? How do I get paid to speak? Will anyone actually pay for this? Oh, what are people going to think about me, the people I went to high school with? It's like, what if I suck at it all? Yes, Lori. Are you in my head? Yes, I am. Because I'm you. I'm the same. Students tell me all the time that they feel so scattered, which paralyzes them. We built Business Accelerator to support you through multiple phases of business growth. So let's take a look at those. So we have the starter phase checklist. That's for you if you don't have any clients yet and you're just starting. We have the phase 1 checklist, which is up to $50,000, your first $0 to $50,000. We have phase 2, which is those of you who want to go from $50,000 to $100,000. There are some things and systems in place that you'll want to have. And then up to phase 3, where people are making 6 figures plus, so $100,000 plus per year. It takes some time to get there. It takes some time to get there, but Business Accelerator meets you where you're at and helps you scale up. So it's perfect whether you are just starting and have 0 clients, or you've worked with 5 to 10 clients and are looking to level up. Here's a few results our students have experienced from following these steps. Jackie is making $15,000 more financially successful than my previous 30-year career. This is per month, by the way. Rebecca, $30,000 in 2022. I knew I needed to grow past my limiting patterns around success. Lisa Jones, $17,000 a month. Sandeep, $2,000 a month. 50% of my clients stay with me beyond 90 days, and I've been able to raise my fees. Keela, $30,000 a month. I never could have transformed in this way without finding HCI. Michelle, $4,000 a month. Who else do we have? Lisa at $15,000 a month. Christina Popovich at $27,000 a month. Lauren Sheeran at $52,000 a month. Now pause there for a second. $52,000 a month. Who would be interested to know how she's doing that? Yes. Guess what? Lauren is going to be on next week's call on Tuesday at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern. Lauren's one of the grads that's going to come and talk to you. Do you feel like you might have something to learn from her? Now, some of you might go, how are these people doing that? Did they just become business coaches for coaches? Lauren is a menopause coach. $52,000 a month as a menopause coach, and she's on track to hit 7 figures this year, $1 million. $1 million coaching business. Okay? Who else do we have? Shaban at $3,500 a month. Shumei, $3,250 from one client. And Annie at $20,000 a month. Today, I feel more empowered to break through my own self-imposed ceilings than ever before. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. We share these results not to say that you can't get these results in Become a Health and Life Coach, but to say if you're someone who wants ongoing support and training and not be guessing and reinventing a wheel, then Coach Mastery is going to be an investment that pays off in all kinds of ways. So let's look at what Business Accelerator includes. It includes a self-paced curriculum that leads you from your initial idea to deciding your niche, developing your offers, attracting clients, and building your brand. It includes on-demand content vault access with templates for everything you need. Attracting clients, crafting your marketing message, raising your fees with grace, branding, referrals, online marketing, building an online course. And that's an on-demand content vault access. So it's kind of like the Netflix. It all opens up so you don't have to wait. You are able to go in and grab what you need when you need it. Now, this also includes 2 times per month a Q&A, Ask a Business Coach. And this is mentorship time, laser-focused mentorship time to help you stay clear, energized, and moving forward. Get answers to how do I do X, or what happens when this happens. Now, Coach Mastery includes 2 more benefits that make it a super unique experience. It includes private coaching. So many of you have asked, where can I find a private coach? Or I think I need to hire a business coach. Well, guess what, friends? You don't have to go looking. It's right here. In Coach Mastery, you'll receive private coaching from successful coaches who've been personally mentored by me and Carrie. Now, what's great about having a private coach? You get to discover your limiting beliefs and patterns. You're going to learn how to set fierce boundaries while keeping your heart open. You're going to learn how to listen to yourself and follow your intuition. You'll learn they'll keep you accountable so that you don't fall back into the same old patterns. And they'll help you rise to your next level. Bridget's asking, how do I become one of those at HCI? All of our Coach Mastery coaches are graduates of Mastery. So that's a hint. It is never a guarantee that if you do master, you will become an HCI coach, but that's the pool that we look for superstars from. What I want to say about private coaching is that everyone needs at least one person in their life who thinks they're magical, wonderful, makes them feel safe and unconditionally loved. And everyone needs at least one person who calls you out on your BS, your excuses, and tells you the unvarnished truth. Can I get a yes in the chat? We all need that. Bridget's like, preach! Indeed. Our Coach Mastery private sessions are so powerful, they consistently get a 99% satisfaction in student surveys. You're going to receive 9 90-minute sessions where you can go really deep, either on your business or your mindset or both. This inner-outer game combo is our coaching secret sauce, and it what makes these sessions so effective. So you're going to receive 9 90-minute sessions completely focused on you and your business. You get to choose your coach before every session, and you can work with the same coach or you can try out different specialists. There'll be bios for each of the coaches and what their specialty is. So somebody might be a specialist in group programs, and you go, oh, I want to book with so-and-so because I want to launch a group program. One more thing that makes Coach Mastery so unique is live virtual retreats led by myself, Carrie. Eric Nooners, one of our co-founders, who is one of the best marketers in the world. He teaches a style of marketing called Heart Warrior Marketing. He is responsible for building several companies that are worth over $1 billion. He has a lot to say about how to be successful online and out in the world. Leadership. He's a leader. He was a co-founder and the CEO of Health Coach Institute for 5 years. Now he's an investor and he's paying it forward to all of you because he wants to see you succeed. He's a believer in coaching. Coaching changed his life, and that's why he wanted to get involved in coaching. The live retreats are focused on things like transformational speaking, overcoming imposter syndrome, finding your voice, attracting the right clients with the right marketing, launching online and group programs, going from one-on-one to one-to-many. At the live retreats, we'll have specialty topics like building your brand. We're always going to be talking about coaching skills because we are coaching nerds. So we're going to be giving you secret sauce tools and sequences to use in your coaching. And there are certain sequences that we only teach at the retreat, just because we like to facilitate them live, not as pre-recorded content. At the live retreats, you'll also mastermind with your mastery community. And so much more. The retreats are very intimate, heart-opening experiences designed for profound insight and action. The retreats are virtual, so you can attend from the comfort of your own home. Our next retreat is January 25th to 27th, and it's called the Love Retreat. The Love Retreat is about getting in touch with the truth of who you are and what you truly want. So today we talked about the impaired right to need and want. We're going to be going deep at the Love Retreat into this topic. This is about healing. It's about loving your business and letting it be an authentic expression of you. And for those of you who join us in Coach Mastery before December 8th, we're sweetening the deal by offering our HCI Live bonus bundle. So this usually we offer our bundle only for those at HCI Live, and we did a post extension because some students are still enjoying the replay, which was reserved for VIP people. But we also wanted to give a chance before the end of the year to join Coach Mastery. And that is the Genius Jam Masterclass with Felicia Hatcher. She actually charges individual clients up to $5,000 to do this process with her. She was amazing. If you were at HCI Live, can you give some love in the chat for how incredible Felicia was? She was absolutely amazing. In this live virtual training exclusively designed for Coach Mastery students, Powerhouse CEO and transformational speaker Felicia Hatcher, she is the CEO of Pharrell's Black Opportunity Fund. She's going to show you how to find your North Star, own your zone of genius, and contribute to something larger than ourselves. If you were to work with Felicia privately again, you'd have to pay $5,000. We put $2,000 value here, but clients actually pay her a lot more. Let's look at the next bonus. How to create, fill, and deliver group programs. Who's been curious about, oh yeah, sorry, I forgot all that. Who's been curious about going from one-on-one to one-to-many? Doing group programs. Yes. Gino, Julian, Bridget, Leslie, Cece, Johnny, Sonia. Yeah, if you love the idea of diversifying your offerings and serving more people or making more money in less time with a group programs are one of our favorite ways to increase your income and impact, even if you don't have a big list yet, an email list. So in this training, we'll teach you what to put in your group program, how to price your program, how to market and fill your program, how to lead a powerful group container, plus pitfalls distilled from our 17 years running groups. So let's recap. Coach Mastery is a combination of TCM and Business Accelerator, so you can master yourself, master your craft, master your business, and get the coaching skills, strategies, and mentorship you need. You don't have to choose between having a private business coach or advanced training or a passionate, like-hearted community. In Coach Mastery, you get to have it all. So let's sum it up. Here's everything that's included in your tuition. It's important that you know the enormous value that you'll get in this program. These numbers are not inflated. They are a good faith estimate of what it would cost to purchase the components of Coach Mastery separately. So let's just take a look at those. Go to the next slide. Yeah. So the total value in Coach Mastery that we've put together for you is $29,200. $29,200. But of course, you're not going to pay that. Let's go forward and look at the investment. Yep. Full investment for Coach Mastery is normally $13,994. Because we're doing an HCI Live special, your investment is only 2 payments of $29.97. 2 payments for $29.97. This is over 50% off. It is literally the best deal on Coach Mastery tuition that we've ever offered. This is the last time we will offer this deep of a discount. It's actually the first time, and it's the last time. So some people have asked me, can I get this pricing later? No, this pricing will expire on December 8th. And if you prefer, we do have a flexible option of 10 payments of $749. Carrie and I invest tens of thousands of dollars in our own education on a regular basis because we're committed to growth. And guess what? We always get a return on our investment. We do have 2 start dates you can choose from, January or April. So here's how you know. If you have already graduated or you're currently in BHLC Pillars 3 and 4, then we recommend you choose January. If you are in Pillar 1 or 2, then you will choose April. Samuel, if you haven't even started HCI, then it just happened to be that you were here today, but you don't have to really think about this yet. So if you haven't even started Become a Health and Life Coach, maybe it's too soon for you to consider. Or alternatively, you're going, I'm just in love and I want everything that this educational experience has to offer. So you can totally consider that, Samuel, but it is again, go at your own pace and trust your timing. So here's how to secure your spot. We actually have a way to self-enroll. This is something that's new for us as well. You're going to go to the information page at healthcoach.com/mastery. And you'll see on that page, it'll go through a lot of what I already shared. What is Coach Mastery? What's included in TCM and BA? What about the private coaching? Why is it useful? What about the retreats? And what are you going to learn? And then it has your payment options, and you'll choose the plan that works best for you. 2 payments of $29.97 is the biggest savings. That's over 50% off. It'll take you to this checkout page where you'll choose your payment option. You'll choose your start date. Don't forget to choose your start date. And then you'll continue to your payment. After you complete your enrollment, you'll receive a welcome email with all the details you'll need about how to access the benefits of Coach Mastery. Now, for most of you, well, actually, let me answer this first, is what's the time commitment? Yeah, we can go there. The time commitment is 3 to 5 hours per week on average. More when you're in a business sprint or mini challenge where a group of students take bold action together or you're launching a new program. But 99% of our students either work full-time or parent full-time or some combination of both. So it's not like they're got all this spaciousness to just go back to school and be a student. So we designed Coach Mastery to be less coursework than BHLC, but it is a deeper personal transformation. Now, some of you might say, but Stacy, shouldn't I wait? I've talked with a lot of Become a Health and Life Coach students and grads, and they've said things like, I really want to do mastery, but I'm nervous because I haven't finished with BHLC, so am I ready? Or I don't have paying clients yet. Or I feel like I have to prove myself as a coach before going further. You have to trust your timing and trust yourself. And I want to share this. One of our Coach Mastery grads was exactly where you might be with the same question, wondering, is Coach Mastery the right decision right now, or should I wait? She asked some Coach Mastery alum, I'd love to find out from those of you who've gone on to do the Mastery program, did you take a break to find your feet with coaching before starting? Or did you continue straight into it after you completed BHLC? Who has these questions? Let me know in the chat if you are wondering. Yeah, okay, so this is going to be helpful for you. And then she asked them also, would you do it differently if you could make the decision again? So did you take a break or did you continue straight into it? And let's take a look. Tanya Seneca said, I started BHC in February and signed up for Mastery at a live event. Less than 2 months into the Become a Health and Life Coach program, I just knew that this was it. I started Mastery in December. It was just perfect for me. Andrea said, straight into Mastery, loved every second of it. Heather said, Stacy, this is what I did too. It was really helpful and kept me focused in what ended up being a really big transitional time in my life. Alex Kobelfrake said, I signed up in January and Mastery May the same year. So my courses overlapped for about 2 months. And I'm so glad that I did it that way. I was ready for more, and this course has opened me up in so many incredible ways. Jen Gaudette said, straight into Mastery, I wouldn't change anything. Elise says, I waited to start a few months after I finished BHC, but now I wish I hadn't. I think I could have benefited from the momentum of just rolling it through. Melissa, huge up level to your coaching. Jeanette, I've been through Mastery, was very impressed. For me, it filled in a lot of blanks and stepped up my skills big time. I was not disappointed. And Chrissy, Mastery was amazing. And Kelly, Wholeness, says, jumped right in. Don't know if I would have done it later. I'm really glad I'm doing it now. So I just want you to get a sense of a variety of perspectives. And just so we can actually feel how magical this work is, I want to show you some mastery grads. Oh, I think we need the sound. We'll start that again. No, you know what, Matt? We'll go forward. You guys will be able to see this. I'm going to put the link in the chat. Here it is. healthcoachinstitute.com/mastery. Go to that page and you will be able to see the video at the bottom of that page. So I'm going to put that link in the chat. Save this link or just open it up in a new window so that you'll be able to go there when we're done. So I want you to trust your timing. And since this is the lowest price that you will ever see and it expires forever in 1 week, Thursday, December 8th at midnight Pacific, I just wanted to share a variety of perspectives from students who have come before and dared to go forward. So with that, I really want to harvest some of the things that we learned today, and I'm also curious what questions or comments you have about this work, what I shared today, Coach Mastery. What is coming up for you? What's alive for you? Jacqueline says, I completed school in 2018 and haven't coached at all. Would this be good for me? Or would it be better for me to get my own coach? Jacqueline, in Coach Master, you do get your own coach. So why not have the best of both? Not either or, but both and more. So yes, this would be excellent for you because you're going to refresh all your skills and even go deeper in TCM. So that's going to reinvigorate your coaching skills. And then you'll have a coach that's helping you feel confident, work on your inner game, as well as get focused on your outer game. Gino, excitement and yearning. And Desiree says, same here. Sonia wants to roll right into this. Well, go ahead and click on that link. Remember that all of the options are on that page. And if you do want to see that video, it's at the very bottom of the page. And you'll hear and see from it, like, is a tearjerker. That's why I wanted to share it with you, because I just felt like, gosh, we're on such a heartwarming moment with today's topic that I wanted you to see the healing, the transformation, the beauty. And when do payments start? So depending on which plan you choose, 2-pay or 10-pay, your first payment will be withdrawn immediately, and then the second payment will hit 30 days later. Leslie graduated in 2017. Welcome back. And that is a lot of people who come back into the field. You know, sometimes people graduate, become a health and life coach, and say, I want to fly the nest and go see what else is out there. And every time they always come home, they always come back here and say, no, there just isn't community like this. It's just not, it's not as honest of a conversation. And so that's what the best compliment ever that you can give us is that HCI is my home. I found my home. Yeah, Sonia says, I need the healing to move forward with coaching because I'm stuck. I froze. Yes. Julianne, there's not formal financial aid except the monthly installment plan, so you can extend payments over time. Jade, I graduated a year ago, and this information about perfectionism has really landed and made me realize I need help and more guidance. Beautiful, beautiful. What other questions? HCI is great. Woo! Okay. What else? Who is considering Coach Mastery? It would truly be my honor to continue the journey with you. So I'm curious, is this something that you're considering? Lakitha, Chavis, Max, Leslie, Sue, Natasha, Dana, Yasmin. I honestly feel so stuck. I can't get a client. And then a little teary eye. So, Yasmin, I just want to say to you to stop being so hard on yourself. You're starting a business. The beginning of the business is the hardest. It's the law of physics. An object that's not in motion requires more energy and effort than an object that is already in motion and keeping it in motion. That's the law of physics. So when we're starting from scratch, we're starting from nothing, there is a little bit of rising, of building momentum and having the right steps in the right order, the right support, the right system, the right accountability. And that's what you're going to get in Coach Mastery. So it's okay that you're starting from scratch. It's okay that you have 0 clients. That's why we have the starter phase. The starter phase is for those of you who have not yet worked with any paying clients, or you've only worked with 0 to 5. So you're in that starter phase. Then you scale up from there. We can't skip steps. We got to build a strong foundation. It'll be like a house where you take out one pillar, or a stool, you take out one leg and it falls over. So meet yourself where you're at, with grace, with curiosity, with enthusiasm, and forgiveness and resilience. Okay, I'm considering Linda, Terry, yes. Can we revisit the option in a few months? You can. However, we do not guarantee that these bonuses, actually, these bonuses won't be available, because right now we have this keynote speaker that is, this woman is absolutely incredible. You're not going to want to miss that bonus with her. So that won't be included because she was only for this HCI Live. And you won't see this pricing again. The price will be going up on December 8th, and we won't be offering it this low ever again. That decision has been made and is final. We have never offered it this low, and we will never offer it this low again. So if saving money is important, then I would go for it now. Remember, even if you're not starting right away, you have 2 start dates to choose from. You can start in January, or you can start in April. Now, money is an important topic, and I understand some of you have tight circumstances. We do not want to put undue financial hardship on anyone, knowing that we do not take the commitment of Coach Mastery lightly. I mean, 2 payments of $29.97, so basically $6,000, or you have a 10 pay of $749. This is a serious investment. Even though it's half price, we normally charge $14,000 for this program. So it is still a serious investment, and we honor the commitment and responsibility. That's why we've taken a strong stand to offer lifetime access to the materials. We've also consciously not raised the price of Coach Mastery in 5 years, despite our own coaches telling us that it's worth a lot more. And in fact, we did something at this past HCI Live that we've never done. I've already said this, but I'm going to say it again because I have to emphasize what a big deal it is that we've never discounted to over 50% off. So if saving is a factor for you, now is the time, and that discount expires forever on December 8th at midnight. Okay. Jacqueline, there will be a replay sent out. Yes. Okay, what else? Sonia, I love that. It's scary to make such a financial decision, but from what I learned in BHLC, I feel this will be a wonderful investment. Yes, that's awesome. Okay, so let me sit up. Let's roll our shoulders back. Has this been a good workshop so far? What's something that you are taking away? Go ahead and put it in the chat. And I also put the link for Coach Mastery in the chat. I want to complete with this, that The Become a Health and Life Coach training gives you an incredible foundation to launch and grow a successful practice. Many graduates of the Become a Health and Life Coach program have gone on to build wildly successful businesses. They took what they learned and ran with it. Some people go forward into Coach Mastery because they just want the deeper dive. They want more. They like having the stretch and the challenge and the community, and they don't want to build a business alone. Some people go forward into Coach Mastery because they know themselves well enough to know that they get lost and easily overwhelmed on their own. Give me an O in the chat if you know that you easily get overwhelmed by all, yes, all the options, all the choices. See, we intend to fully show up for ourselves, but we don't. Carrie and I have each invested over $300,000 in the last 13 years alone. You don't have to spend that much. You can borrow on our investment, but it is important that you become a lifelong learner. Don't stop growing yourself as a person. Keep growing your skill set, refining your craft, and surrounding yourself with people who lift you up. I love having a coach stretch me. I love knowing that someone is going to hold me to a higher standard of my capability. I always do better when I'm in a container with community than by myself pretending that I'm magically figuring out how to connect the dots. I haven't been without a coach or a mastermind group since 2005, and you are looking, what's happened? So Coach Mastery is here for you if you want continued mentorship and accountability from us. Carrie and I are continually growing ourselves. We think we did a pretty good job of squeezing our combined 34 years of training and coaching into Become a Health and Life Coach. And for those of you who are curious about what's behind door number 2, Coach Mastery is the deeper dive that's next. Oh, I want to cry too, Lori. Yeah, I love this. Claudia, since I graduated, I have not pursued coaching. I believe if I take TCM, it would bring me back and help me start my business. I hope that you will join us. So I'm throwing that link in the chat, and let's bring it up on screen. Elizabeth, we are not designed to be alone. Yes. Sonia, I do better with accountability. Jessica, always room to grow. Yes. So how to secure your spot, you'll go to healthcoachinstitute.com/mastery, and that will just take you through the process. You can click on the Enroll Now button. Now, what if you need to talk to someone? If you feel like you need to talk to someone about whether or not Coach Mastery is right for you, then Jen Kirkado is a Mastery grad. She's built her own business. She'd be happy to help you get clear about whether this is right for you and your timing. Not everybody likes to get on the phone with someone, but if you do feel like you want to get on the phone with someone, I just put her link in the chat. And she's there to help you figure out, is this your right timing? Which payment option should you go for? What are the bonuses in case you want to review anything, or you just need to know, like, I'm still in BHC. Should I really go for this, or should I wait? Sonia says, I'm enrolling on a split screen right now. I love that. I love that. Lori, I'm committed but poor. Lori, then I recommend that you just squeeze out all of the free offerings that we have. And if you're still in BHC, then come to all the training that we have there when you get Pillar 4, to dive into Pillar 4, to use your coaching sessions in BHC, to go get yourself some clients and start a Coach Mastery fund for yourself, right? So I understand that this is not right for everyone. It is for those of you who want to go further and deeper and feel ready to do that. So we do have, we're always here to support you. We love you no matter what you decide. BHLC is an incredible journey, and we're with you through that journey. And Coach Mastery is the deeper dive that's next for those who want to do deeper mentorship with us. I sincerely hope that all of you, as many as possible, will say yes, because this is my soul's work. This is the deepest work that I know. I had never shared what I shared with you today publicly. It's always been on the inside of the program, and I want to thank all the people at HCI Live who encouraged me to share it with a wider community, because I think it's a topic that we can all learn and grow from. Overcoming perfectionism, procrastination, comparisonitis, despair, impatient, wanting to be at the top of the mountain without climbing it. And these are the things that I want to help you heal. So I sincerely hope to go forward with you. If you have questions, you can also DM me on Facebook or Instagram. You can find me, Stacey Morgenstern, and send me a DM if this is something that you're considering, because it's a big yes. It's a big, big yes to decide to do this work. It is deeply transformational and healing. So if you do want to reach out, you are welcome to. If you need to talk to someone on the phone, Jen's link is in the chat. Replay will be sent out as soon as it's ready. But for those of you who are ready to go forward, come and join us at healthcoachinstitute.com/mastery and join the new Mastery Facebook group. For those of you who are going forward in Mastery, not if you're not going forward in Mastery, but we do have a private Facebook group where I'm going to be in there later today welcoming you. So I hope to see you on the inside. Thank you so much for showing up, and I will see you next week on Tuesday at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern with the Grad Power Hour. Woohoo! Bye, everyone.